Hey, see, I got the intro to work now. My name's Steve Jaguar. This is a BeerNative live beer review. I think I'm gonna keep doing these. I'm pretty happy with the way StreamYard, which is powering this, is behaving. Less so the laptop that feeds it the data, but it's really tight. You see, I got the intro in there. I can do that again if I want. Look at that. Check this out. Yeah, on demand. I'm not faking it anymore. I'm pretty happy about that. Got loads of other goofy things I can do, and I can put overlays. I can put messages, like, for example, this one. Check this out. Hey, please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these reviews. Give me a little thumbs up if you're watching. Not bad, right? There's all sorts of goofy things. I can even bring in guests and all sorts of stuff. So this isn't an advertisement for StreamYard, but more a way that, frankly, I can save time because I can edit on the fly, and I quite enjoy it. All right. So this is a... Oh, and good evening to anybody who's in the chat. Thank you. I have friends. I've got Tom Stiles, who hates beer and wants to be on the show. This is a beer you might like. So I hope that I'm going to give you one when I see you, hopefully on the weekend. Welcome, Mercy Beers, as usual. My Richard Osman of beer. Today's live review is on the Great British Bake Off theme. I've been trying to find beers that spoke to me in terms of being a dessert. And the one I've got for you today, I debated because the last one I did live, I think, which was a late night one, was Brewdog's Ald IPA, right? Their kind of take on whatever, the result, the love child of the few. And I didn't want to, I had another one in my fridge, and I'll show you, which I was tempted to do, which I'm not doing, which was Tiramisu Crew. That is a bit of a beast. But that's going to happen next week. This week, I feel like I'm always picking on Amundsen. I'm going to be doing Amundsen's double churro dunker. So I can show you it here. It's a bit of an artwork. But why does this camera only focus when it wants to focus? Come on, snap out of it. I don't know. It just loves me. That's why it says, no, I don't want to be on the camera. Bring your face back. Well, let's do this then. This is easier. And I'll make my body tiny. How about that? All right. This I can make bigger as well. Let's cheat. But this is it. Amundsen's double churro dunker. This is where I bought it as well. And sometimes I buy beers in a flurry, and I don't really look. I just go, I like that, I like that, I like that. I add them all to the cart. I go pay the cart, and then I go back, like on an episode like this, and I say, holy, I paid $10.49 for one beer. Wow. Like, here, it's sold out, so you'd think it would be okay, but the reality is you can still get it. Lots of places still have it. This is Beer Merchants. It's a little more expensive there if you like spending even more money on it. But this is not part of Amundsen's dessert in a can series, but it is very much a dessert. It's classified, they self-classified, let's say, as Churro Coffee Ultra Pastry Stout. Is that a long enough title? Or long enough classification at the very least? Churro Coffee, well, I'm expecting a pastry like, I know, soft and luscious. If you know what a churro is, I assume everybody knows what a churro is, but I prepared the Wikipedia for it here so you can see. It's basically deep fried choux pastry. It's one of my viewers would love it, Mr. Stiles. He's a bread man, and deep fry bread and turn it into candy. He's in. So I need to get, now I have a recommendation for another tiramisu in the comments. Thank you very much, Mersey Beers. Yeah, I'm excited because I like churros. I go to Spain all the time on holiday when we're not in a pandemic. And I am pretty pumped to give this a go. It is, let me just go back so you can see the stats. It's 13.5. That's another thing I don't notice. I don't look at the percentage. I just basically look at the can art and make a decision, make a call and think, yeah, I like that. I like the title of it. I mean, what doesn't sound good about double churro dunker? Well, I'll tell you what doesn't sound good. It's a huge can. Basically, if I drank this whole thing now, I'd be drinking like 2/3 of a bottle of wine at more expensive than wine prices. So there we go. This is from Amundsen. I am giving Amundsen a lot of coverage on this because they just do a lot of beers that are really desserty. And Amundsen has awesome art, so they always catch my eye. Amundsen's website, I put it on most episodes, but it certainly does highlight the elaborateness of their art and their commitment to kind of some of the incredible works that they have created on a theme. They're all very beautiful, and I've never even come close to coming to having so many of them. Like I can see a blueberry. I'm getting distracted now, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put that back onto the place where you can buy it, so we can keep some stats up. It's brewed with cacao nibs, actual coffee beans, vanilla, malted barley, wheat, so some of the standard stuff. I don't know if it says on it the hops, but I have a feeling they will take a significant backseat to pretty much everything else. All right, I'll leave that just kind of sitting there, and I've got for the tasting my Beer Bods glass, because Beer Bods is tonight, 9 p.m. If you're a Beer Bods fan, they're going to be cracking open this Rouch and Roll, which is an interesting smoked porter. So I've got the glass prepared. I really like the glass only because it's the one glass that has the least amount of crap written on it. So let's pop it. Amundsen is in Norway. I say that on anytime I cover it, Amundsen, I feel like I need to reiterate the warning that if you ever go to Oslo, it's expensive. Like $11.50 for a beer, nothing. Oslo. Try buying it live. I'm loving these suggestions I'm getting, by the way. I might just keep doing Great British Bake Off themed dessert beers well after Great British Bake Off is over. So it's got that cola-like head, you know, the one that like it's got a slight brown tinge. But look at the you can see the reflection of my ring light, which looks kind of groovy. But it's dark. It's dark. I'm giving you a funny look. So let's give you an example. These bad boys here, the dessert in a can series, same brewery. I was always amazed that they didn't taste or they didn't come across as high in alcohol. They're like at 9 to 11%, and you didn't notice, dangerously so. This smells like I'm gonna lose some teeth drinking it. I'm gonna book my dental appointment as soon as I'm done this review. It's so sweet just on the aroma. I'm a little scared. It's overriding. I'm getting basically sweetness and alcohol. That's it. I mean, a little bit of chocolate. All right, here we go. Bloody hell. They gave me a shudder. You know what this reminds me? I had a beer ages ago, about I'm gonna say 25, 3 years ago, and it was a Samuel Adams. Back when Samuel Adams was, I don't know, considered craft. Hey, and it came out of a barrel, and it was a triple hop. It was a triple fermented. It was like that didn't exist back then. It was insanely, and it tasted very molasses, which is what this is like. This is like molasses and rum. I'm barely getting coffee. I'm not getting pastry. I'm a little disappointed. I spent a lot of money. I'm gonna give it a go. I wish I had a churro to dip in it. That would be good. But this is just, I feel like I want to pour something into this and make it better. It's gone too far. Amundsen, you've done it. You've gone too far. So far, all the dessert in the cans have been pretty good. like the pistachio peanut buttery one, first one I ever did, was outstanding. This, it could have just been the shock. Let's go in. Oh my God. It's getting a little better. One more go. It's getting worse, if anything. It's back to being worse. All right, let's score it up. It is a porter. It says porter and stout in its qualification. It's way more porter. Like, stout's a bit of a joke. The pastry thing I thought was going to make it more stouty, more velvety, more smooth. I hoped it would have some creaminess, like some lactose or oats involved. I don't think it's got any of that. It doesn't come across like that. So there it is. I think in terms of their art, it's it's very cool. I like that I changed the background. You can see right here. You can see the can up and down there, which is I'm totally unintentional. That looks neat. And can art's very good. 10, 7, 4, 5 for the can. It's already going in my head. 4 for the can art. Is it unique? Is it unique in a good way? I think I always try and make it clear. Like, do I like it because I can make a pile of really unique crap. I can do that. I used to brew beer a lot, and most of it was uniquely crap. I don't think it wins. I think it's not a double churro. I'm barely getting coffee. If I'm getting coffee, it's like cold. It's a cold Tim Hortons drip coffee that's been left on the heater too long. And it's calling it a stout. It should call it a porter. I think that makes it inaccurate. Yeah, I'm going to mark it down on accuracy. Okay, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. The can's beautiful. It's a normal format. That gives it a 6. Uniqueness, I'm going to mark it to like a 2. And in terms of accuracy, I don't think it's even coming close. It says it's a stout. It says it's a porter up here on the screen. Right there. It's more of a porter, and it's just throwing cool sounding crap at it. I think they should have really reeled in the original gravity and kept it somewhere around like slightly less imperial. I think it should have said imperial on it, so I would have known it was 13. I should just read what I'm buying, but that would have been good. Then I would have known it was a 13.5. I think it's missing the point a lot of ways. So I'm going to go to 4. So that's going to leave it to a 10. And that's a case of, do I like it? No. Is it undrinkable? No. It's interesting. I'll see what I can do to get through it. The dogs might get some. I might trick my wife into trying it. I'm going to probably throw it in as like a 5. So it's going to get a 15, which is a nice even 15 out of 30. That's a 2.5 out of 5 on Untapped. And that will be my lowest scoring Amundsen beer ever, I think. I really wonder what would a 1.5 be? I don't know, but make some suggestions. I see Mersey Beer's going crazy in the chat, giving me all sorts of great suggestions. And I'm happy that is sustained on YouTube, so I can go back and actually write them all down. That's excellent. And yes, my Sainsbury fella is going to Tesco again, so I'm going to actually ask him about that. So there we are. Bit of a disaster, this one. I'm at 14 minutes. I thought doing these live would be faster. So I'm going to be back tomorrow, 5:30 again. I think that's going to be my regular time. It's going to be like my beer o'clock. Does that make sense? And by the way, I found a website called beerclock.in, and it just counts down till 5 o'clock in your own time zone every day. You just watch it count down. You got to check it out. Tomorrow I'm going to do one of 2 beers. I'm either going to do this beauty, garlic beer from the Garlic Farm, or this one from Dea. If you have a preference and you're watching, or you're in the comments, I will decide tomorrow at around noon, and I will put the episode online. But yeah, if you want to push me in a certain direction, do it. I haven't had either one, so I'm pretty excited. The garlic beer I'm leaning toward the garlic beer because, like, what? Why would I want that? And why would it be good? But I want to try it. So here we go. Let's wrap it all up. This has been a online live review of Double Churro Dunker from Amundsen Brewing in Oslo, the place, one of the most expensive places on the planet. And I paid less than $11.50, but that's still an embarrassing amount of money to pay for a 13.5% beer that you don't like. Please do subscribe to the channel. I left the banner up on the subscribe to the channel. Maybe that's a good thing. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Please, I like the idea that I'm getting suggestions in the chat. Please also add things to the comments afterwards. And tell your friends if you like this review and you find it entertaining. And by the way, let me get rid of that. I'll explain. My name disappeared when I put the banner up. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Steve Jagger, 57.8% CBV. The reason that says that is because there was the strongest beer ever made by the collaboration of Brewdog and the Germans. Oh, I think it was 57.8. And then I did some math on how many days in my life I lived in Canada versus how many I lived in the UK. And it was 57.8. So I am 57.8 Canadian by volume. My name's Steve Jagger. Thanks for watching.